Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dump Stats.
Woo woo.
My name is Christian Teatro, aka your Dumpy Master for the evening. I am going to be playing everybody that you are not as we explore the wonderful world of Hillhome. And by world, I mean tiny, quaint village. Tiny little hills, flowing bushes and trees, all leading to a small little town with a tiny little church in it. The church is dedicated to the god of the dawn, the morning lord. And just outside of town, there's a tiny little like foster home orphanage type building where two old adventurers have retired and have taken up adopting young kids who need a place to live. That's where you guys come in. We have with us today some very special guests. These are a bunch of the people from the Mystical Everyday Heroes. I am a huge fan of these guys. They are an insanely cool podcast. If you haven't checked them out and you're not following them on Instagram or TikTok or any of the other places that they post, make sure you do it because their pod is great.
We love flattery. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, geez.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. We sure appreciate
My
it.
favorite moment of their podcast was when they were actually, truthfully, it was when y'all were in the tree having the flashback scenes and jumping between characters, and it got real emotional. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. Where's the comedy? But it sat deep in my soul. My least favorite part of the podcast was when Matt Rail suddenly left. Why?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry,
well,
having a child,
It was rude.
I know.
I
Who does
need
that?
I needed the comedy.
Yeah.
And can I just say, Alfonso Windbreaker is the best name that I've ever heard in my life.
Thanks.
It was such a good name. It sounds so cool and so bad at the same time.
I love it.
Anyway, I could go on for way too long, but we started a little bit late, and we got to do a one-shot today, guys.
Yeah.
So, we'll start with Stephie. Who are we playing today? Tell me about yourself.
I play Miss B. Feywild on Mystical Everyday Heroes, or Myth. Today, I am playing a satyr, and her name is Chamomile, or Cammy for short. One fun fact about her is that she does not like using weapons. Like, she'll only use her fists or her head.
That is so exciting.
Nice. And you're playing a monk, right?
Oh, yes, a monk. Sorry. I missed that part.
Okay. We got Corey Patterson. Corey, tell us who you're playing.
Yeah, hey guys. My name is Corey, and I am the community manager for Mystical Everyday Heroes. / I also played Joe Roy for a few episodes. Today, I will be playing Bubba, a 16-year-old human fighter. And a fun fact about Bubba is he's a lot of brawn, not a lot of brain, but loves to wrestle.
Nice. We got Empress Brandy Boston in the house.
Ew.
Let's go. That's super exciting. Who are you playing today?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Okay, so first of all, on the podcast, I am the DM. I run the show, and I also get to play the voice of human fighter TJ on the show, so Miss V's gentleman love. But I'm really, really excited because today I get to play Blaine the Nicknamed, because Blaine is not his real name. That's a whole thing. But he is a mountain dwarf paladin. He's 13 years old and believes himself to be way wise beyond his years, even though he might not be. And his fun fact is that he constantly carries around a shard of glass on a chain, like a big thing of glass that he believes fell from the sky because he uses it as proof that the sky is falling.
Nice.
I love it.
And we got Matt Rail.
Yeah, so on Mystical Everyday Heroes, I play Alfonso Windbreaker, which, as we established, is both the coolest and worst name one could possibly have. Today, I'm going to be playing Randolph Rag, who is a high elf wizard. This is my first time playing a magic type class of a character for D&D, so I'm really excited to try that out. My fun fact for Randolph is that he goes by Ranny, and he is extremely indecisive. Cannot figure it out. You know, if there are if there's more than one option, stumped. But he likes to go along with like, oh, it's because I just, I need to figure it out because I'm so smart. But we'll see how it goes.
And how old is old Ranny or young
Randy's,
Ranny?
13.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got two 13-year-olds in the house. Sorry, Chamomile. How old was Chamomile? I might have missed that when you said that one.
I did not say it. She's 17.
17.
Ooh, the oldest.
Cammy, you get to be the group mom.
Yay!
Group mom. Does that mean Brandy and I are just like the mischievous children?
We're basically twins.
Oh, even better.
We're opposite twins.
If there's one thing I know about when a DM finally gets the chance to be a player is that they're always as mischievous as possible, so that was never in question.
I'll just be a tag along.
I'm so excited to ruin your life a little bit.
All right, so let me set this scene. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. It is bright and sunny outside. The green grass is luscious. There's a light wind blowing the trees just outside of your home. You live in a very, very large house where your two retired parents live. Your mom and dad, while they did adopt you, you started calling them mom and dad. You've been living here for quite some time. When you were kids, your parents, they're your real ones. They might be dead. They might be alive. They might be irrevocably changed into demons, ready to devour souls from a cursed ritual gone wrong.
Sounds about right.
You don't, but that's neither here nor there, because you're in this beautiful little village.
That's very peaceful.
Very, very peaceful. Your mom calls you downstairs for breakfast. You hear the sound of like fire coming from below you, not in a bad way. Just some cooking going on, and she calls out, "Kids, it's time to come for breakfast. Please come down."
Yes, Mommy!
All right. I wonder what we're having for breakfast. Oh man, I'm hungry. Let's go. So we scurry down the stairs.
Yeah, Blaine definitely runs down the stairs for sure. No holds barred.
Who do you think makes it first into the room?
I think Blaine might, if for no other reason than he probably trips on the bottom step as he's trying to do some sort of weird barrel roll into the room. He's like, "I'm gonna do it," and then he tries to barrel roll, but he's got chainmail on, so he's really heavy and not very athletic at all. And so he probably just does one of those accidental rolls into the room. But he for sure tries to stick the landing to make it look like it was intentional.
You come barrel rolling into the room, just a clank of metal, and stand up. And as you stand up, can you describe to us what Blaine looks like?
Yeah, so Blaine is short, and he's a mountain dwarf. So he's short, but he's always really shifty-eyed, and he's always looking around for potential threats. And anytime that he's meditating on anything, he's really just clocking the exits. So he comes in, he's got kind of a dirty face, almost like he tried to disguise his face with grabbing dirt or mud or whatever, or I don't know, a dish towel, literally anything that's in his natural environment that he could try to disguise himself with just to try to sneak around. And he comes in and he looks around and he looks at his mom, and he kind of shifts over and immediately sniffs whatever she's cooking. "Is it poisoned? You tell me if it's poisoned, or would you?" And then he kind of backs away a little.
"Darling, of course it's not poisoned. I've known you for 10 years now, and I have never once poisoned you. This is just eggs."
Could be a test. Could be a test. You like to test us all the time, and I'm great at tests.
You are. Dear, sit and eat your eggs, please.
Yeah, right. Fine. So he's gonna grab the eggs and sit down.
We see Randolph come running in next.
All right. Looks like eggs. I thought we were going to have toast, but I mean, eggs will probably be all right.
Well, darling, if you want, I've got eggs and toast. You could have whichever you choose.
I mean, the protein, the carbs, I don't know. I guess if you're offered eggs first, I guess we'll just take that first.
The eggs could be poisoned.
Are you sure? Because the toast was made ourselves.
Oh, man. Can I have both? Is both an option?
Both are poisoned.
I only made enough for you to have one or the other, my son.
Oh my god. Eggs. I guess eggs. So Randolph takes the plate of eggs and kind of is like really like affected by this decision already. This is how his morning is starting, and it is not great. So he's kind of scuffles over to the table and sets the plate of eggs down and pulls a fork and starts like second guessing each bite. Like maybe he should have taken the toast. You'll never know.
Can you tell me, as you're contemplating how to eat eggs, what you look like?
So Randy is about 5 feet tall, 13-year-old high elf, very dark black hair, black eyes, semi light skinned, wearing leather armor, or padded, I think I had chosen. Wearing some padded armor, so kind of ready for a fight. But again, so decisive that maybe he would fight, but maybe he wouldn't. It really depends on how he's not off to a great start already. So, but yeah.
All right, we'll say Chamomile comes running or walking or however you want to enter in.
She comes floating in.
Like,
Not really, but like she feels like she's floating, and like like there's flowers carrying her down the stairs.
The most graceful entrance.
And she's like, "Mama,
Oh, hello, darling.
I would like some toast."
Oh, perfect. I have a piece here just for you. We're all out of eggs, unfortunately.
It's okay. Thank you, Mommy dearest.
Not a problem at all, my darling. I love how polite you are.
Randy hears that, is like, I picked the wrong one. He's just
Blaine is immediately like, well, you did pick the wrong one because I'm pretty sure those are poison. So
what?
Randolph, you always gotta go for the toast. It's not a dead baby
Randolph
bird.
takes out his little notebook. He takes out his notebook and starts scribbling in his notebook. Always go for the toast. Know this for next time.
And as you take that toast and sit down, Cammy, can you describe what your character looks like?
So, Chamomile is she's a satyr. She's fairly light skinned. She's about 5'4". She has dark red dreadlocks. And she has green eyes.
Nice.
Reds? God, she's cool.
That's so cool. She's the cool one. Oh man, she's in her like alt phase, isn't she? Why? Can you just imagine like a punker coming up to you with that voice? One of these things is not like the other. That's still really cool.
Blaine is immediately jealous of you just entering a room. Like, the idea that you actually walk instead of fumble into a room, like, he's just like, God, she's cool. There's, like, so much angst with that.
And coming in last, we got Bubba coming in. Bubba, what are we doing?
Bubba comes very loudly stomping into the room. And he's like, "Yo, Ma! Just fill up my belly, I'm hungry!"
Okay, here, I made you this special just for you. And she hands you a large, like, protein shake that's just filled with, like, 7 eggs and just a bunch of, like, peanut butter and stuff.
Bubba takes it, looks at his ma, and says, "Thanks, Ma!" and eats the glass, and drinks it all, and eats the glass and everything.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I should have put it in something like a paper cup or something. Oh, that was
damage?
the good one.
I feel like he would take damage.
Grizzled.
No, his mouth is used to this. It's so heavily scarred.
Randolph leans over to Blaine and is like, "Do you think it's poisoned?" I can't tell.
Blaine's immediately like, if the potion wasn't, the glass is.
Even if it is poison, this belly's rock iron.
The amount of times I've tried to poison him, he just like completely just like it's not fair. I've tried poisoning him and it just doesn't stick. It's a wasted effort at this point.
As you guys are sitting around talking about poison and debating who should eat what, you hear a voice calling from the other room, and it goes, honey, I need you to come in here for a second. We might have some problems. Can you come over here for a second?" And your father is calling your mother over. Your mother goes, "Okay, please, Cammy, can you just make sure that everybody cleans everything up when they're done? I'm just going to go and talk with your father for a minute."
Yes,
and
Mommy.
she smiles politely and exits the room. You hear sort of like the muffle of your dad's deep voice just in the background of the room, and your mom's responding to him, but from where you are, you can't really make out any words or anything.
What do you guys think they're talking about?
Probably plotting our demise. With love.
I do think they like us quite a lot, but I mean, we're adopted, so
You could love somebody and still want to, like, test their abilities. Look at Bubba.
oh, true.
Like, he's still alive. I mean, we love him enough to make sure that he stays that way by poisoning him, tripping him up in the bedtime, all of the things.
Ain't nothing to kill me.
Right. He's sturdy. We did that. You're welcome.
I don't know that we did.
All right, guys. Make sure you clean up your messes when you're done.
No mess if you just eat it.
Blaine just starts licking his plate and eyeing everybody like, you can't have the last one. It's mine. He's got that energy of somebody who's just, like, hoarding his food just in case anybody wants to take it.
Like a chipmunk.
Yeah, he's just like, he's got really feral chipmunk energy right now. He's just, I liked it. It's mine. It's mine. You can't have it.
All of a sudden, your mom and your dad come walking past you all very quickly. And your dad goes and says, we gotta just step out for a minute. Something very important happening. If you guys could just, stay at home and maybe you guys should do some practice or something. Go in the backyard and like tussle, or whatever it is you kids want to get up to. We gotta step out for a minute. And he just walks out the door, and your mom's like, "Are you guys gonna be okay? We just gotta leave for a couple hours."
I mean, we'll probably be fine.
Is it anything we should be concerned about?
Oh no, everything's fine. Everything's dandy.
Do you need help?
Well, of course it's fine, because I'm going to be in charge. Why does she get to be in charge? Just because she's
Hey,
older.
Mom, does Pa need me to go slam some heads?
No, darling. Oh my, you're all so wonderful. Blaine, would you like to be in charge this
Yes.
time?
I will keep us all safe and alive.
I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't know.
Okay, Cammy, can you watch over Blaine to make sure that he's in charge appropriately?
Yes.
I'll make sure that she stays alive. Don't worry. I got you.
You got it.
I got you.
I'm
It's
right
fine.
here to back you up.
That's right. Well, I don't know if I want your backup, because I feel like you're already, like, giving too much of kind energy.
It's
You can't have
it's
that.
okay.
It's like,
Let's just calm down, everyone.
Your mom goes and gives Cammy a hug first, which I'm assuming Cammy accepts based on her personality.
Oh yeah, she gives her a nice little pat on the back.
She goes over to Bubba, opens her arms big for him.
Bubba just wraps one arm around her and lifts her in the air.
Her back cracks a little bit. She goes over to Ranny. She holds her arms open to see if he'll give her a hug.
He thinks about it, but he's like, this is probably the right thing to do. So he kind of shuffles over and gives it like a half side hug.
She kisses the top of your head.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
They're there.
Aww. He relaxes a little bit.
She goes over to Blaine, and she stops for a second, and then she goes to open her arms for a hug, and then she stops for a second, and then she holds out a hand for a handshake, and then she stops for a second, and she's like, you tell me what you want, darling. I honestly don't know anymore.
Blaine grabs her hand, flips it upside down, flips it back the other way, sniffs it a couple times just to make sure there's no poison on it. And then whenever he thinks that nobody's looking, he pulls her in, gives her a very quick hug, squeezes just a little bit, and then says, "Stay safe. Don't give anybody your real name." And then he lets her go.
She just nods, turns and walks out.
He just salutes.
And the door closes, and you see your parents walking up the path and heading towards town.
Should we follow them? I feel like we should. I don't know. Should we follow
I'm
them?
in charge, and I'm telling you we should not follow him. What we should be doing is digging our bunker so that way we can make sure that we have a bug out space. Does everybody have your bug out bags packed? This is very important. We can't leave these things to chance. What happens when the sky starts falling?
I just need 5 minutes to find my stuff. If I can
You
figure
don't
out
have
what I
5
want to
minutes.
take, I
This is
just
not
need
a
a
drill.
little
What
bit
if the
of
alarm
time.
starts sounding? This is unbelievable. Grab your bug out bags. We should be practicing our drills. We've talked about this.
Sensing something amiss. Let's go hit something.
As long as it's our bunker.
I say we should clean up all of our stuff. Did you finish with your eggs?
Yeah, enough.
He's worried because
Okay.
they were poisoned.
Yeah, make sure you eat every last bite. It's good for you.
Yeah, sure it is, Ranny. It's good
You-
for you.
Those dead baby birds.
You gonna eat that? If not, I'll eat it.
Rennie takes there's a half of an egg left, and kind of scuddies over to Bubba and kind of scrapes his plate onto his, and kind of gives him like a nod and then takes care of his plate.
Bubba grabs it, eats the egg and the plate.
This is what happens when we feed him.
Take the
Good for the body.
guys. I'm not the decision maker. Are we gonna follow them or are we not?
I don't know.
You know what? I think we should follow them.
Well, since I'm in charge, I think that we should follow them, but only because I thought it was a good idea.
If we're trying to hide, that's not gonna really work for me. I'm not quiet.
We know, honey. We know.
I'm super quiet. I'm the quietest. Like, sneaky, like crazy.
Rennie just kind of quietly goes over to the door and like kind of opens it, peeks out the door, closes it back up. It's like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Should we go? I'm feeling like we should go, but I don't know.
Bubba walks up and grabs the handle and tries to pull it open, but he didn't realize he pulled it open too hard and just ripped the handle right off.
The door just falls over to you.
Bubba.
Well, door's open.
All right. Can we roll for a perception outside?
Yeah, of course. I was waiting to see if you guys wanted to go or not. As the door falls and you can look and see down the path that your parents headed, roll for perception.
I got a 7.
I rolled a 4.
18.
Oh, I guess I have a +4 perception, so I have 8. All right.
We see so much, you guys.
I got a 19.
Because she's so tall and willowy.
You're very indecisive about whether you should even look outside or not, and you're inspecting the door that fell down to see if it was actually trapped and that there wasn't, like, you know, some sort of explosive or something tied to it. So you guys are a little bit preoccupied. The Chamomile and Bubba, you guys look down the path. You don't see your parents down the path, but what you do see is a large black carriage in the far distance, and it's being pulled by a large black stallion, and you just happen to see it as it crests over a hill and disappears.
Guys, there's like a black carriage. Did you see that, Bubba?
Bubba sees the horse and just takes off running, going, "Horsey!"
What?
Let's wait for the others.
What? Where's he going?
Blaine just
What?
grabs Rennie
Why would
and
he do that?
pushes him out the door and tries to start pushing him.
Oh!
Let's go. Short legs. Not a lot of time. Let's go.
But I forgot my book out bag.
This is why you always have it on you. Always.
Okay.
Be ready to bug. That's the motto.
You go running down the path towards where Cammy and Bubba both saw this black carriage. When you get there, you do not see the carriage any which way you look, but you do see a note that is tacked to a tree.
Let's read the note.
Tammy's gonna pick up the note and read it.
Are you crazy? That could have poison on it. You've lost your mind. You don't
It's
just touch
fine.
stuff.
It's just paper.
Nothing's just paper. That's a
Look.
myth.
Look, and Cammy licks it. See? Paper.
Are you crazy? You crazy right now?
Bubba tries to grab it and eat it.
No. Don't eat it.
Blaine
We have
like
to
tries
read
to
it
reach
first.
up to grab your tongue to inspect it for like what sort of diseases could be lurking there right now. He's like, let me see your tongue. Stick it out. Gross. Okay, fine.
Some of the ink did come off on her tongue a little bit because it was written fairly new.
I knew it.
No.
Do you feel like you're gonna die?
Whoops.
Are you dying?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's just ink.
Blink twice if you're dying.
It's fine.
What's
Let's read
it
it.
say?
You take a gander at this note, and you see that it says, "If you wish to rescue your parents, steal the sunstone from the church of the Morning Lord and await further instructions. You have until noon. Signed, the Crypt Keeper."
I read it out loud to the rest of the group.
Well, that's creepy.
Looks like we gotta go with this Morning Lord guy, huh?
Yeah. That seems dangerous.
Well, this is a lesson for everybody. You guys need to know he didn't use his real name. That's power. Crypt Keeper knew never use your real name. This is why we train.
Bubba looks at everyone, pounds his chest, and he just belts out, "Somebody hurt Mama!"
Oh, shoot. Mom.
More like Death Keeper when I find them.
Yeah, big guy.
How far away is town?
It's not far. It's just over the next hill.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, I wonder if we should go check out the church. I don't know if we should. I mean, I feel like Mom and Dad are kind of important for us. We should probably go get them back. They've done a lot for us, you know.
Yeah. But something does seem amiss, so Cammy is gonna lead the way.
Bubba, come here. Let me get on your back. I'm a little.
Bubba tries to squat down, but he's just really angry. So he's just kind of like half squats, but he's like 6'2", so it doesn't really seem like it's that far down.
Blaine just like kind of tries to grab you by your hair to pull, like to climb up you. Like, how long is your hair?
I'm bald, so that'd be kind of hard. However, Bubba realizes what you're trying to do and just palms your head and just kind of like slides you around his back.
Blaine just rubs the top of your head like Buddha, and he's just like, "All right, I think we're ready. Let's go." And then he taps you twice, like, "Giddy up."
Yep.
Yip, yip.
Yip, Bubba.
You guys head into town. It is about as bustling as this town of Hillhome ever gets. You see like 20 people on the street walking around, and a bunch of them have just left the Church of the Morning Lord. The church is directly in the center of town, and it's a large stone building that's about 3 stories up, and there is a large bell. The bell always rings at noon. Now, the note did say that you have until noon, which is only about an hour from now.
Bubba just looks around because he can't tell time.
Have we ever been in this church before?
You've been in the church before, you've been in the town before, and you've been in every shop in the town. You haven't been in everyone's homes, because that would be weird, but... Anywhere that's a public place that would be acceptable for you to be in, you would be in, and you are familiar with most of the townsfolk.
Are we familiar with the concept of the sunstone, like its location and what it is in the church?
You would not be. However, you do know that there is a head priest that you might be able to talk to who works in the church. His name is Father. His first name is Go, spelled with an H at the end, and his last name is Figure.
Father Go
That's
Figure.
amazing.
Yeah, or, as he commonly goes by, just Father Figure.
Oh, so wholesome.
Go figure.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, I want to know how long has that been brewing for?
I came up with it not that long ago, surprisingly.
No, that's a good one.
That makes my life complete.
Okay, guys, where do we think? So Sunstone, maybe Father Figure knows where it's at. Anybody know where he might be right now?
Are you crazy? We can't just go asking him where the sunstone is, because once we steal it and it goes missing, he's gonna know that we were the ones who took it.
Do you have any better ideas? Because I don't even know any other options, so I'm going with this one.
Okay, well, we haven't really talked about it yet. I think that it'd probably be a good idea to figure out where the heck it is, and maybe somebody just needs to, distract Father Figure.
Yeah,
Who's good at distraction?
I'll distract Father Figure.
You cannot punch a priest.
Don't punch
Okay.
your way.
Don't need to hurt Father Figure.
Somebody hurt Mama.
We don't think Father Figure's in front.
Nobody hurts Mama.
Okay, big guy.
Let's think this through, Bubba.
Wait, Bubba, I have an idea. Bubba, if we have to get it done by noon, and the only way to tell that it's noon is if the bell rings, maybe you go up to the tower and stop the bell from ringing, and then we have more time.
That's a pretty good plan.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know.
I know. What? No! Just because the bell...
Bubba likes idea. Small problem. Bubba don't do well with heights.
Okay.
You're literally a giant.
Yeah. It's a long way down.
So while we're debating, Randy walks up to the main door of the church, and because we're familiar with it, he just strolls on in like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He doesn't, but he thinks he does. And he walks on in, and then is Father Figure in the main area when you first walk into the church?
When you walk in and look around, you see that there's a bunch of picnic style benches set up, kind of like a cafeteria at high school. And you can see that there's a couple townsfolk are cleaning up from their Saturday morning brunch that they had, where they all had pancakes. You do not see Father Figure here, but you do see there is the local guard. There's a single guard in the whole town. Her name's Tracy Wiggletoe, and you see that she's cleaning up some of her stuff as well. In the back corner, you do see that there is a little stairway that leads up to the next floor of the tower.
I think Blaine is probably following as soon as he realizes that Randy's gone.
Randy.
Crap, he's gonna get us all killed.
Yeah, Tammy's gonna drag Bubba along.
Do we have a good relationship with the guard?
Yeah, everybody loves Tracy Wiggletoe.
Oh, great. Well, that's good. So I go up to Tracy. Hey, Miss Wiggletoe, I have a question for you.
Oh yeah, what's your question, eh?
Oh, I love I love it. Okay, so a couple things. Do you know where Father Figure's at? We're looking for him right now.
Oh yeah, Father Figure's probably out in the boot. He's probably upstairs taking a nap after that big breakfast he had. Yeah.
Oh, I've had a big breakfast myself. We're gonna just go on up and see him.
Oh yeah, that's
Thanks.
totally fine. Everything going all right with your kids?
Oh, we've had better days, but it's okay. We'll figure it
Oh,
out.
you need some help from old Tracy Wiggletoe.
As you're talking about, everybody just know that Blaine is trying his very best to hide under one of the benches. He's taken and like flopped himself on the ground and shimmied up underneath.
Can you roll me a stealth check?
Try to like stay out of. Yes, I can. I get a disadvantage on stealth checks, so I'm very excited about this. That's a 10 or a 2. Yeah, so with disadvantage, I get a 2.
Oh yeah, Blaine, why are you crawling on the ground there, bud? You find some pancake that fell on the floor? Are you gonna clean it up for me? Oh, that's so nice of you, boy.
Officer Wiggletoe, I see we meet again.
Oh, you can just call me Tracy. It's okay.
I don't feel like that's appropriate, considering our past. They really don't have a past, but he just feels like everybody's his enemy.
Well, yeah, I've always said that Blaine, he's gonna grow up one day to be a great detective or some not what that and another thing, yeah?
That's right. I remember this name. Real good, Wiggletoe.
Bubba walks in, he's like, "Hey,
Oh,
Miss Wiggles,
yeah.
where's Mama?"
Oh, yeah, your parents, I don't know where they are, rightfully so. I think they didn't show up for the Saturday morning breakfast. They said something about wanting to spend time, which I'll use. Yeah, I haven't seen them in a town in a couple of days. You probably know best where your parents are. I wouldn't know.
They went off in a hurry. And then we saw this black carriage, and then I found this note. And so Cammy gives her the note.
She picks up the note, and she starts to read it. She gets this, like, really strange look on her face, and she goes, "Child, you're quite young to be reading such fanciful things." I don't know why that went Irish.
Irish Canadian, it's a real vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Blaine tries to shuffle out from underneath one of the stools, and he tries to like snag the note from Wiggletoe. He's like, "Are you crazy? You can't just be giving around evidence to strangers."
As you go to try and grab it, we'll treat it like a No, just make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I have a -1 to that.
Oh, you're doing great.
17.
You do manage to snatch the note back. Tracy kind of just like goes, "Oh, okay there, Blaine. Bud, listen, that there's a little bit pornographic in nature, eh? I don't think your kids should be holding on to that."
Yeah, no, we were actually about to take it to the authorities, and since you are the best authority in this vicinity, we thought we would save you the trouble and take it to a different authority. So if you'll just excuse us, my sister was writing creative fiction on this and licking it, so we're just gonna take this and walk away. Except that my sister, Cammy, she really likes this kind of talk about the Sunstone. I keep telling her it's fiction, but she doesn't believe me. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, the Sunstone? Oh, yeah, of course I've heard of it. It's up in the Bell. It's up on the 3rd floor.
Thank you for the info.
There's one here.
Blaine immediately turns to Bubba and says, "Wonder who could have seen that coming." He didn't see anything coming, but he just like really wants to make Bubba feel bad about himself.
While she looks at Bubba, Bubba's face is like turning purple because he's like starting to hyperventilate because he doesn't know where his mama is.
It's okay.
He's just huffing. He's like,
Randy goes over to Bubba and starts like kind of like touching his shoulder, like, should I touch? I feel bad. Should I touch his shoulder? Should I not touch his shoulder? And basically decides to just like grab his shirt and then start going towards the stairs.
Well, hold on there, buds. Your friend there seems to be having some sort of allergic reaction or somewhat, not the other thing. And you're walking away with a pornographic material, and you're talking about the Sunstone. I'm just saying, as the guardian of town, I must say I'm a little bit confused.
You too.
That's okay. It's
Oh,
fine.
confusion's totally fine, Wiggletoe. Don't worry about it. And he's just allergic to the truth, you know? And so we have to just exposure therapy. That's really what it all is. We just have to expose him to the truth.
Okay, but I think maybe we should probably get that note to the person who it belongs to. I think they might be a little bit sad if it were missing.
It belongs to us now. Finders keepers.
When you say pornographic, what do you mean?
You haven't read the note yet, have you? I hope you haven't. It's pretty blustery under the collar, as it were.
Yes, I read it.
Blaine grabs it and like flips it upside down and tries to. He's like, "Excuse us, please. We must talk about our difficult lives as children." And then he huddles them into a group. What is she talking about? Anybody know? Is this because you licked it? I told you not to lick it.
Can we take another look at the note to see if it is in fact saying the same thing?
When you take a look at the note, it does say the same thing.
So steal the
Huh.
sunstone from church in the morning, Lord. Maybe it's backwards. Lord morning, the of church. No, that wouldn't make sense.
Well, that sound a little pornographic.
There's nothing that sounds pornographic about this at all to you guys.
I'm literally racking my brain like sunstone.
About how tall is Wiggletoe?
Sunstone.
Wiggletoe's a halfling.
Oh, okay. So Bubba walks over to Wiggletoe, just huffing, and just looks down at Wiggletoe and was all like, "You calling my sister a liar?"
No there, Bubba.
Or pornographic?
That there's notes talking about, trits amidst the trees and enjoying the touch on your skin and such, that, this, and the other.
That is not what it says.
Can we Randy takes the note and then reads it aloud from what we're seeing
No.
to the guard.
Blaine slaps a hand over his mouth before he gets it out. And he's like, and I want to detect magic on this.
Perfect. Yeah, you start casting Detect Magic, and with this, you're able to sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You are able to sense that there is magic coming from this letter.
Knew it. It's been spelled, you guys. Don't say anything.
Anything.
Can I tell what kind of magic it is?
Roll me an Arcana check.
I got a nat 1.
And that
Oh
one,
no! Wait, that's a 7. That's a 7. This is really hard to see. So sorry, 10.
You're not able to tell specifically what type of magic it is, but you can only presume it's some sort of illusion magic that's going on here.
So, Blaine's gonna look at Wiggletoe and say, "I cannot believe you would dare see such an awful thing with your wretched imagination. You should probably pray some more. We'll leave you to it." And then he ushers them out the door. Just trust me. Move out. Go.
All right, you kids have fun. Don't get up to trouble now. Say hi to Father Figure for me. If you need any help or anything bad's going on, old Tracy Wiggletoe come help you out with anything this, that, and the other.
Blaine just shouts out, "No, thank you. Please pray."
Thanks for the info.
Oh man. Guys, I really think we should go and try to talk to Father Figure. He seems like he might know more about...
Yeah, we just can't show him the note.
That's
though.
okay. We could just be like, "Hey, how's it going?" and go from there.
I'm not really good at "Hey, how's you going?" But we just
That's
can't show
okay.
the note to anybody. Nobody can see it but us.
Cammy and I will do
It's
all the
all-
talking. Probably Cammy will do all the talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure about that? Are you
No,
sure?
no, I'm not.
That
Let's not make any decisions.
Really? Do you
No,
do you
let's-
want to be in charge, Ranny? You want to make all the calls?
Maybe.
Hey
Maybe I do.
guys,
Maybe I don't. I don't know.
let's take this out back.
Oh? Okay.
Sorry, are you guys heading up the stairs, or did you guys head out of the church, just to be clear?
Oh, I
Randy
did drag
wanted
them out of the church, I think, but
Okay.
No.
Just
I don't
making
know.
sure.
Is the bell above the church?
Yeah, so 3 stories. The
Is it up
main
those
floor
stairs?
is this cafeteria area. There's something on the 2nd story, and then the 3rd story would be where this bell is with the sunstone.
Is the bell visible from the ground?
Yes.
Or is it like inside?
It's inside.
It is?
It's-
So it's a...
Yeah, there's like a little roof, and then 4 pillars, but the pillars are all holes, so you can
Mm.
see the bell on the inside.
I got you.
So maybe we should go back inside, guys.
Okay, yeah, fine. But look, just don't say anything to Wiggletoes, because, she's probably in deep prayer, and she should be, because whatever she saw was really deeply concerning. So just, try to be stealthy and stuff, just, she thinks we're out here, let's keep letting her think we're out here.
Alright, are you guys going to try and sneak past Tracy Wiggletoe?
Sure.
Alright, everybody roll me stealth checks. I'll say if half of you pass, the group passes.
4.
14.
With my disadvantage, I got a 10.
It's up
Alright,
to you, Bubba.
Corey, it's
Oh,
all
it's
on
up
you.
to you, Bubba.
Alright.
4.
Alright.
You guys start to sneak in, and the church door just slams shut behind you really loud. Right before you do, you see Tracy is kneeling in front of this like mural of a sun, and she goes, "Oh Lord, I wish for a man in my life. I do." And then she goes, "Oh what? Oh, you came back, kids."
She's Southern? What in
Did
the
we come back or
world?
did we never leave?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're always around. Remember that. We're everywhere.
We were just going up to talk to Father Figure. We'll see you later, Tracy.
There's a
All
lot
right,
of
all
things
right.
that
I feel like I like scurry up the
Yeah,
stairs.
go on, get on
Like,
up there,
no.
boys. That's all good.
Yeah, thanks, Tracy.
Yeah, have a good one. Sorry.
keep praying.
Yep.
Good luck. Hope you find your love.
What?
They'll find him
Oh, nothing,
eventually.
sorry,
Just don't
okay.
trust him.
You guys start heading up this narrow staircase. They go up in a bit of a spiral shape, and then you come to a unlocked wooden door, and you hear the sound of snoring on the other side of it.
Blaine holds out a hand. He's like, "Everybody, wait,"
I think that's Father Figure.
because I don't know. Could be booby trap.
No, I'm thinking the door's trapped.
He could booby trap things when he's asleep. You don't know.
Should I investigate?
Yeah, you can roll
Yeah,
investigation if you want to investigate the door, for sure.
I got a 6.
It is a simple wooden door.
Blaine also wants to
Oh.
investigate just to see if he's better, and he got a 14.
As you guys inspect this door, it just seems like a simple wooden door with a normal handle, and there's nothing magical about it.
Bubba walks up and grabs the handle and starts to twist it to see if it's locked.
Bubba, wait! There could be assassins on the other side. Are you insane?
The door's not locked, it opens.
Bubba just opens the door.
Good on you, Bubba.
Oh, he's gonna get us all killed.
You see Father Figure's bedroom in front of you. You see Father Figure, he's got his eyes closed and his arms just at his side, but his head's up unceremoniously, and he's just snoring incredibly loudly. He's still in his morning priest clothes, but he's got a large rotund belly. Besides that, he's incredibly skinny. And he's sitting there just snoring away. On the far side of the bedroom, of course, past his bed, you see another wooden door, presumably leading to another set of stairs.
All right.
Let's sneak by.
Can I check and see if he's has any puncture wounds or something? Like, did he fall asleep on his own, or was he drugged?
You can roll investigation on him, but you're also going to have to roll stealth to get close to him.
Blaine, let's just go by him.
Let's just sneak by him, Blaine. You know, we're headed for the door so we can get up to the bell.
Fine. So Blaine gets an 18 for stealth.
Ooh.
He's like hugging the walls. He's kind of crab walking. He kind of shoots her an eye and then he just like shuffles away. So he doesn't actually investigate to see if he's. But he does tell everybody, he's like, just so you know, he's probably poisoned.
Yeah, you start going. There's a carpet laid out where you walk, so you're able to silence the sounds of your armor a little bit. And you do clank a little bit as you move, but it's not enough to wake him up.
Nice.
And you get over to the other door. What are the other three of you going to be doing here?
Definitely also was gonna roll for stealth. Plus, so 7.
Okay. Just so I know, Cammy and Bubba, what are you guys doing as these two are sneaking together across this carpet towards the other door?
We're doing the same.
I'm doing the same.
All right, what'd you guys get on your stealth checks?
I got a 15.
I rolled 2 nat 20s because I had disadvantage.
Amazing. So you guys start going. Blaine leading the way, armor clanking lightly as he moves, followed closely by Ranny and Chamomile, with Bubba taking up the rear. Bubba, as you are walking with a nat 20, you see Blaine knocks into something and it starts to fall, but you reach out and grab it really quickly. You take a big step forward, like a slide, and grab it before it hits the ground. And right from your perspective, as you get down a bit lower, you do see there's a key ring in Father Figure's pocket that's sticking out a little bit.
As I'm holding the object that almost fell, I kind
I'll
of
say it's a vase.
the vase. Okay, as I'm holding the vase, I kind of lean my head over and I was like, "Hey, the door's probably locked. He's got keys in his pocket. You guys want me to go shake him down?"
Don't shake him.
No, don't.
Did Blaine see the knocking of the vase and everything?
I can hold him up by his ankles. Go like this.
No, we don't.
No,
wanna
you
wake
can't
him
do
up.
that because you're holding the vase that I dropped because it was a test. Yeah, you should probably try to get the keys from him.
Cammy is already floating over there to try to grab them.
Easy, Cammy. Easy.
21.
You easily walk over
Dang.
to a father figure, and you see him snore, and then in between his snore, he goes, "Oh, morning, Lord, be blessed." And you reach into his pocket and grab these keys out and silently make your way back over to the door. And you, with getting above a 20, you're easily able to put them in and unlock that door.
Nice, I got the keys.
All right.
Bubba's too scared to put the vase down, so he just takes it with him.
All right.
Just carrying the vase.
It's a souvenir now.
You guys start heading up these stairs. Cammy's leading the way. As you get to the top of the stairs, you see they lead out to the open air. And you see this very large bronze bell in front of you. And you've known this bell pretty much your entire time that you've spent in Hillhome. Every day at noon, you hear it go off with 12 deep bong sounds. And you've never seen it up close before, though. Directly in front of the center of this large bell, you see there is a small stone sun-shaped object that is embedded into the bell.
Well, I think we found the stone.
Would you look at that?
Do they have to be like rang by a person? Like, is a person going to be coming up at noon to ring them, or is it like somehow automatic?
Roll me history checks. I'll see if you guys actually know.
I rolled another 4.
You have no idea.
I got a 16.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I know it's a bell.
I rolled an 11.
Cammy got a 7.
Blaine, with your ever suspicious eyes, you've noticed a few times when you've been in town at noon, you've seen father figure out and about, and the bell still goes off on its own.
Oh, interesting. Okay, guys. Either there's a demon pigeon that comes up here and rings these bells by itself, or they go off on their own. So we got to do this quickly before people start hearing things and looking at things and doing things.
Is the inside of the bell reachable? Like the thing that clings along against the side of it that helps it make the noise?
Yeah, but it is over top of like a drop.
Okay.
How high up is the sun? Wait, is it inside the bell or is it on the outside of the bell?
Directly on the outside, you could easily reach up and just take that off.
Me with my little short self?
You might need a boost, actually.
Oh, okay.
Randy is like staring at it like very like Socrates chin, like hand on chin, like thinking like we should probably take that. But I don't know if I want to take it. Should we take it? Like he's definitely like
Bubba just reaches up and grabs it.
It immediately comes off.
Is this what y'all wanted?
Yes, Bubba.
Blaine grabs your hand and shoves it in your pocket. And he's like, "Hey, are you crazy? You can't just have that out here. You gotta hide it. You're gonna get us all killed."
But it's a pretty rock. I can give it to Mama.
Roll me a perception check as this happens.
all of us.
Yeah.
18.
Ooh, okay.
9.
15.
14.
With an 18, Ranny, you're the only one who sees this happen. You see a fairly large pigeon land on the banister opposite of the bell. Just,
Okay. Hey, does anyone else see the pigeon?
Demon pigeon!
There's a pigeon.
when he points it out, you see 2 more pigeons land beside that other pigeon. Just,
Rennie jumps and like tries to scoop them up.
okay.
In like a split, like do it or don't do it. Like he kind of waits and then like lunges for all like these 3 pigeons to scoop them.
Do you want to do this in like an aggressive way or in like I'm just trying to hold these animals way?
I want to just hold these animals. I'm not gonna hurt them. I'll hold them.
Okay, you're gonna roll animal handling then.
All right. I get a +2, so 11.
You manage to grab one of them, but the other 2 just evade your grasp.
Oh no!
And you see they fly up and they nestle on the side of the bell.
Okay.
Rainy, just leave the pigeons alone.
Can I do an insight check to see if they're evil?
Oh yeah, of course.
See if they're demon pigeons?
Demon pigeons.
They could be demon pigeons. I got a 10.
I think maybe we should just go, guys. Let's just go. We got the stone.
They do not look evil.
I don't trust these pigeons.
They don't.
They're just pigeons.
But as you're looking at them, you see another 3 pigeons come and land on the banister.
Guys, So Randy's just holding this one pigeon, and it's like, guys, I don't know what to
The
do.
pigeon pecks your hand.
You see Bubba start looking at all these pigeons, and he's getting excited because he just likes animals, so he just puts his arms out. He's like, birdies!
Do you drop the vase that you were carrying?
I do drop the base.
Yeah.
Dang it, I was going to use that.
Do you want to try and grab it before it hits the ground?
No, because I'm focused on the birds.
I do.
Okay.
Blaine wants to try to grab it.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh! That was a nat 1. And I have -1, so that was a nat 0.
You put your hands out and it just, boom, it explodes into a bunch of pieces directly in front of your feet. Very loudly. And you see the pigeon that are on the banister, they get scared and they all just fly away. But you do hear a voice from down below. Oh, what? Is there somebody up by the bell?
It's father!
No!
Randy is going to cast Disguise Self
Ooh.
as Tracy the guard.
Ooh. Who seems to be up there with the bell? I was having a wonderful dream.
Oh, I'm just checking out the bell, making sure everything's fine, eh? No. Everything's fine, just so you know. Sorry, eh?
Tracy, your voice, it seems so strangely different. I can't quite put a finger on it.
No, it's definitely not me, an American. I have a Canadian accent. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, you can't hear me correctly. It's fine.
Bubba goes to his sisters and he's quietly like, hey, when did Tracy get here?
No, Father, go ahead and go back to bed. It's cool. It's fine. Sorry I woke you.
Can you roll me deception followed by persuasion?
Sadly, yes.
The deception you can roll with advantage because of the disguise self.
So which one am I doing first? Because that one was a nat 1.
The deception first, so you can re-roll that nat 1.
All right. Plus, so 11 for my deception.
Okay.
And then persuasion, 7.
I think I should probably come on up there and see what's going on. You hear his footsteps starting up the stairs leading to the bell.
Randy is like panicking because now he's like truly not sure what to do. So he runs to the bell and like wants to hide behind it, but then runs to like the entrance and it's like, oh, I think I'm gonna stay here, and like runs back. And it's like, guys, you need to hide!
Bubba walks over to the door and is waiting for it to open.
You've got the door in front of you. It's closed. Father figure is heading up the stairs. To where the bell is, it's over a drop, which leads down to a Gordon. So you could try and find a way to go down that way, but that is a 3-story drop. There is also ways to go to the right or left where there's like openings. So you could like try and go out on the roof, but there is a chance of you sliding off the roof as well.
Don't worry, guys. Bubba's got this.
Blaine wants to call out by using thaumaturgy to use booming voice to try to do a voice of like what he thinks the Morning Lord would sound like.
Okay.
Father!
What?
Go back to bed and dream of me!
Why does that remind me of Nicolas Cage from Kick-Ass?
You know, there are similarities. Sometimes you just have a vibe.
Nicolas Cage is the Morning Lord, confirmed.
That's now canon in this one shot, and I'm here
There's
for
a statue of Nicolas Cage on that first floor, guys. We just didn't talk about it.
Oh,
He's standing in a nice field, and he's just surrounded by myriads of bees. But he looks at peace. That's a really bad joke. I'm going to say roll me a deception check for that one as well. And I will give that one to you with advantage, because that's amazing.
Ooh, okay. I got a 15.
With a 15, you hear Father Figure go, "Oh, the Morning Lord! He calls for me. I must do his will." So you told him to go back to bed. So the Morning Lord told him to do.
Yeah, he said to go back to bed and dream of me.
I shall do your will. Post haste, morning lord. You hear the footsteps receding down the steps, and you hear him go, I can't believe Tracy Wiggletoe is lucky enough to see the morning lord. You wait a minute, and then you hear the sound of father figure snoring again.
Hey guys, I think I need to know more about this lord and pray more, because the thoughts that were going through my head, I almost killed an old man.
That's like a typical Tuesday. You're fine.
It's Saturday, though, guys.
Well, I mean, fine. But there was possibly demonic pigeons that nobody even thought about except for Ranny. By the way, great instinct.
Am I still holding the pigeon? I feel like I'm still holding the pigeon.
Say,
Like, I guess Rennie just keeps the bird under his arm and is like, all right, guys.
The pigeon
Where we could take it?
looks up at you and goes,
Unhand me now. I must do my duty.
Oh, what?
Blaine starts dancing in celebration. This is what he's waited for. Like I called it, demonic pigeon.
Randy is just like, what? How did you do
I
that?
must do my duty. Unhand me at once.
did the pigeon just talk?
Don't unhand him. Don't do it.
Guys,
Don't do it. Don't unhand him.
what do
I
I do?
walk over.
Unhand
You don't
the
unhand
pigeon!
I walk over and grab just grab the pigeon right around its whole body, because massive hands, and I stare at it.
All right, let's not get hasty now.
And I try to intimidate it and to tell us what it means by its duties.
you don't need to roll for this. It is a tiny pigeon. The pigeon goes,
Oh well, my brothers and I are responsible for coming every day at noon to ring the bell.
It was
put you
the
up to-
I
pigeon!
knew it.
We were trained from a young age.
What demonic pigeon?
My children, my fathers did it before me, and the fathers before them.
How noble. We should let the pigeon go.
I look at the pigeon and I stare at it and I'm like, you are now my pet. And I still call you George. And I just hold it next to me.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, okay.
Bubba, George could be a bad pigeon.
My name is actually Gorgled Blackston, but okay,
Your name is George.
fine.
Yeah, he stares in the eye of this pigeon and says, if you're going to be part of this family, you have to know you cannot use your real name. You're George now. Repeat it. George. George. That's enough.
George, I can vibe with that.
Welcome to the party, George.
He's
Sorry.
just sitting there petting the pigeon like a person would an evil cat. He's just...
He starts, I nearly said purring, and then I went cooing, and then my brain went pooing.
Well, I guess that's what he did, right?
He purred, he cooed, and he pooed. All in very short order.
All on top of Bubba.
Okay, guys. So now we have the stone. So, like, what are we supposed to do with the stone now that we have it? Do you remember did the note tell us where to go or what to do?
I don't remember. I licked it.
Your note did say, await further instructions.
I wonder if we should
George?
go back down in front of the church and...
Oh, wait. Further instructions?
Yes. Probably not going to
Wait.
meet us up here in this bell tower.
Alright.
No. Wait. It's weird that we were supposed to be here and then George and his brothers come up. George, you know something. Tell us what you know.
My great grand pigeon was born in the Nine Hells. He served there for many a generation. We came over through a portal and we had to adapt to new society. And then, well, we found this bell, and we were given permission to ring it once per day at noon, and that is what has driven our family towards great success for many generations.
Wow.
Have you seen somebody else here looking at this sunstone recently?
No,
I'll give you some breadcrumbs.
that would be much appreciated, but it still would not change the fact that I didn't see anybody. No, nobody has
George,
come up here
I'm
in
disappointed in you.
well, you sound like my father.
Oh.
You do a good job ringing the bells.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I do enjoy ringing the bells. Yeah, I would like to be your pet and be your friend, but I would still like permission to come out here and ring the bell once a day. I live for it.
So, Bubba looks at him, and he's like, I don't want to keep you captive, but if you would like to stay here, I will feed you, and you may ring the bell when you want to ring the bell. But could you do something for us?
What is it that you would like me to do, Master? What is your name?
Bubba.
Master Bubba.
Can we use your eyes. And I don't mean take them out of your head. I mean, can you fly up in the air and just give us some surveillance? Give us a good look-see. Anything that's out of place.
Ah, yes. I can definitely do that.
He with a soft coo, goes flying off. You see him like do a big circle in the air around the church, and he nestles on Bubba's shoulder, and he goes,
There is a small boy waiting in front of the church, but besides that, nothing seems out of place.
Oh boy, I think we should investigate.
Why is the boy out of place?
It seems that he is waiting for something. I know not what.
Let us go. I wonder if he's waiting for us. Let's take this stone and get our parents back.
Bubba
Guys?
starts heading down the stairs as quietly as he can as to not wake up the sleeping father.
you guys are able to easily get past him now. Morning, Lord. In all your glory, you're so handsome. Oh, that exquisite face.
I got a great voice, you guys. It matches the Morning Lord face. Blaine is gonna brag about this forever.
George is just pecking crumbs off of your shirt from the morning toast.
That's real good stuff.
I just pull crumbs out of my beard and just keep setting it on my shoulder.
Woo! When he eats it, his tongue comes out like a little tentacle to grab it and eats it back in.
Randy is wishing that he would have taken the toast. Again. He's so sad about the eggs again. He's like, oh, man.
Yeah, you guys get down to the main floor. There's nobody here right now. Tracy Wiggletoe has left the building. And the front door is open right now. It's a bright sunny day, and the church is like free for anybody to walk in and pray as they wish. And you do see a small little boy with a satchel on and a little newspaper like boy cap on, and he's kind of like standing awkwardly in front of the church, and he's tapping his foot lightly, and he's got his arms crossed. He looks to be maybe about like 8 years old.
Does Randy still look like Wiggletoe?
Randy, do you want to look like Wiggletoe?
You know what? Sure. Yeah, we're still Wiggletoe.
Cammy's gonna walk up to him and be like, "Are you here to tell us what we need to do next?"
Hi. Yeah. I wanted to actually give you this, and he hands you a little letter.
I take the letter.
Okay, yeah, that's all I needed to do, actually. Okay, bye. And he turns around to start walking away.
Okay, bye!
You see him, there's a little bag of gold that's hanging off the back of his belt. And he starts walking away.
Okay.
Guys, should we go after him? Should we?
He's just the messenger
figure
boy.
out who sent him? No. So still disguised as Tracy, Randy like runs after him and tries to tackle him.
Oh my goodness. Rainy! What did I tell you about tackling people?
Roll me a grapple check. So that's going to be your athletics against my athletics or acrobatics. This guy's got commoner stats, so it's just going to be a straight roll for me. You have to beat an 11.
9.
While I see him go running over there and like he goes to try to grapple him, I'm like, wrestling! And then I take off running after him too.
Oh goodness.
So we're saying you're both doing it at the same time?
I run over there and just think it's like a dog pile. I just kind of dive by 350 pounds in that direction.
All right. You have to beat the same DC. It's an 11.
Well, that's a nat 20.
Nice!
You just crumple this kid under your body. Oh, man! Oh, what are you doing? Come on, man! Ah!
Well, now that you're there, who sent you? Where are our parents?
What do you mean your parents? What's going on? I was just told to give a letter to you guys. Why is Tracy trying to tackle me? Ah!
Don't worry about Tracy.
Oh wait, I forgot.
What, Tracy? What do you mean your parents?
Forget I said that. It's fine. Their parents.
Where's my
What happened
mama?
to their parents? Who told you to get the letter?
I don't know anything.
Who gave you
I
the
was
letter?
asked an old guy.
What did he look like?
They had like scraggly black hair and like a black robe.
Where?
We were in town, and he said he wanted me to give this letter to you guys. He said give it to the orphan kids.
And you just take random letter from
He gave me gold, man. He gave me gold. He paid me.
How much gold?
Did he pay you like a lot?
It was
Or
like
like a little bit?
it was like 20 gold. That's a lot.
That is a lot of gold.
That didn't seem suspicious to you? You're probably poisoned. Are you crazy?
What? I mean, like, yeah, but Now I can go and buy like a whole bunch of like comic books or something with this.
I like sit up and then grab like the back of his pants and shirt and just like lift him up in the air and walk him back to the group. Just hold him in the air.
Come on, man, put me down.
While he's doing that, Blaine's gonna definitely search his pockets to see if there's any more of that gold in there. Since you probably endangered our lives, I think we're owed a little bit.
Are you gonna really rob an 8-year-old?
What are you gonna do with 20 gold?
Blane,
Come on, man.
You can't just steal this kid's money. Yeah, I'm the guard.
trying
I'm
to
Tracy.
kill us.
Hey, that's not very polite, eh? You need to give the money
Yeah,
back.
you're gonna rob me in front of a police officer? That's like the rudest thing you could do.
I'm gonna arrest you, Blaine.
I'm gonna tell my parents on you, because I have those.
Oh, that's
So Bubba grabs the kid and just lifts him up in the air and just stares at him for a minute and looks at him and says, "Say that again, I dare you."
At least I have parents.
As he says, "I have," he just headbutts the kid right in the nose. Boom!
Kid just falls unconscious.
Blaine starts immediately grabbing at his pockets. See, this is why we search the pockets before they're unconscious, because now it looks like we assaulted him too. This is. Are you guys crazy?
Well,
This
you
is
did.
why I'm the one
You
who's
did
assaulted.
assault him.
He don't
Wait.
talk about mama.
You did assault him.
I don't think this kid has anything to do with our parents. Let's leave the kid alone.
No, but I don't like him.
He just wanted money for comic books, guys.
The kid's like groggy, and he's like, "I'm gonna finally complete my Naruto collection."
Oh, come on.
Believe it.
This kid
Poor
really-
kid.
Ninjas are cool.
Bubba just like grabs him and looks at him, just kind of like looks around and just kind of like wipes the blood off his face and just sets him up on it like by the church step.
And you're not gonna take his gold, right? You're gonna let him keep it,
I
Bubba,
mean,
let him keep the gold.
I take no gold.
Blaine.
Blaine, I'm looking at you.
Do I have to?
Yes. Put it back.
Fine.
That's a good boy.
Bubba looks over at George and he just looks at George and he's like, "Nobody talks about mama."
Or dad. I mean, he's there too.
Bubba's a mama's boy.
Okay. Let's read the letter.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, that.
Cammy's gonna open the letter. Let's see what it says, guys.
You see it says, "Deep beneath the church is a hidden chamber. To access it, go around behind the building and search for the skull symbol on the wall. Locate the moonstone inside and await further instructions."
Wait, further instructions again?
Oh, we gotta get the moonstone.
Is anybody else getting really weird vibes about all of these different celestial stones? I feel like we're gonna die.
Bubba just starts whistling and just walks around the backside of the church.
He's gonna get us all killed.
Ranny's right there with him.
Are you guys crazy?
Cammy's gonna go follow him.
Behind the church, there's like this sort of like steep incline that leads down to a river. You see a couple people down by the river, far enough away from you that they don't really notice you, doing some fishing, just hanging out and enjoying the good weather. And you see the back of the church is just this large brick wall that's 3 stories high. As you guys go to look for this skull mark, can everybody who is going back there roll me investigation?
I'm following.
15.
2 minus 1, so 1.
22.
Nat 20.
30.
Bubba, you got a tooth mark in your knuckle that's really bothering you. George is licking at your knuckle, just like licking up the blood.
This is actually quite delicious as well.
George, you want some?
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Brandy, with a nat 20, you immediately see the skull symbol. It's right at your head height. Everybody else is kind of too tall to notice it. And it's like just off center from the middle of the building. You see a little skull, and it's got its mouth open wide. And it's just a tiny little black like drawing on the wall.
Okay, so, hey guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but, there's a thing right here, and, it's a skull. It's on the wall. So, I don't want to reach inside because, I don't want to die. So, somebody else can, have at it. Bubba!
Bubba's gonna walk up and just puts his hand on it and starts like touching it.
The second you touch it, you see it glows green, and then it sinks into the wall, and then you see a small section of the wall that is about the size of a door, just goes in and to the side. You see pure darkness going down, and you see stairs descending.
Bubba's scared of the dark. Somebody else go first.
Cammy's gonna go first.
As a high elf, I'm pretty sure I have dark vision. I kind of go up to the door and like peek my head in, kind of peek my head out. Like this seems kind of scary, but we're doing it for Mom and Dad. And he just like charges down inside.
You go charging down inside, and it's only like a story's worth of stairs. You get down to the bottom, and you see a small room in front of you. There's a couple tables that are set up in this room, like communal bench type tables, and they're made of wood. On the tables, you see some like playing cards, some dice, a couple of beer mugs that have been turned on their side. In the corner of the room, you see a statue of a beautiful robed woman. At the far end of the room, you do see there's some sort of altar that is covered in bloodstains. And just beyond that altar, you see in the wall is a stone in the shape of a moon.
I call back up to the group. Hey guys, I found some blood and the moonstone. Do you think I should investigate or grab the stone? There's some blood and stuff. Something bad happened down here.
Don't do anything. Don't touch anything. I'm coming.
But it's dark. Can you see?
Chamomile, when you go downstairs, you don't have dark vision, so it is pure darkness for you.
Just go blindly in the dark because I just see Rainy down there and I want to get to him.
There's a tiny bit of light coming from outside. It's a fairly steep staircase, so not all of the light is permeating. You can see him at the base of the staircase.
Okay.
Okay. Since you're down here, do I want to investigate more, or do I just grab the stone and run? I don't know.
I think we should investigate.
Okay. Can I investigate the blood then?
Yeah, sure. Bubba, what are you doing as they're doing this?
Bubba is just kind of like leaning up against the wall, not even looking down there, just kind of talking random shenanigans with George.
I have the memories of the 9 Hell. Back then, we used to be the size of T-Rexes.
Oh, that would be so much fun to wrestle. We should wrestle sometime, George.
I am Hollowbone.
So, my investigation, I rolled a 24.
You see that there are like cut marks in it from like sword strokes that have come down, and you can see that this used to be some sort of like sacrificial chamber, execution chamber, or something.
I told you guys we were going to get killed.
So this is some sort of chamber of
Secret.
sacramental things. There were religious things down here that I don't understand because I'm 13. Also, there's some like blood and stuff and daggers, marks, sword marks. I don't know. I'm just gonna panic, grab the stone, and run up the stairs.
So just to get the lay, Bubba and Blaine, you're both outside right now. There's some deep stairs. Chamomile, you're right at the base of the stairs. Ranny, you are on the opposite side of the room, which is about, we'll say 40 feet away, grabbing the stone. The second you pull the stone out, you hear a chilling, skittering noise coming from all around you. And with your dark vision, you see pouring out of corners and cracks hundreds of spiders. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh no!
So wait, we're outside, so we don't see that this is happening, right?
No, but you'll hear it in a second.
Awesome.
I rolled an 11.
16.
19.
3.
Chamomile, you are going to go first. Randolph is temporarily terrified of the spider swarm that is coming to to deal with them. So this spider swarm, normally it would be like in a 5-foot area, but this is actually multiple spider swarms. It's not just one, it's 4. So the way that I'm treating this is they have 1 HP block, but the number of attacks that they get to do dwindles the more damage that you do to them. Unless you just get away from them before that happens. Cammy, these are also like skittering near you and crawling up on your boots.
Oh, they're so cute. They're just tiny little spiders. I'm gonna grab Rainy, and I'm gonna throw him on my back and try to get out of there.
He is currently 40 feet in front of you. So you would have to be able to get to him. And then get back out. Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah.
If you do that, there's going to be some opportunity attacks as these spiders take advantage of you running through them.
That's okay.
All right.
That's okay. Randy is like, no! Terrified.
If you want to, you could spend a key point to take the dash action. It's called Step of the Wind. So you could move 90 feet in a turn.
Oh, why?
Nice!
This is great.
I'll do that!
All right. I'm going to say, as you do this, though, you're going to take 4 attacks from these spiders as they all start crawling up your legs and biting at you and nipping at you as you go running past them.
That's okay, they just want hugs.
So it's going to be 2 18s, a 14, and a 10.
Oh, boy.
Hold on.
You're going to take some damage there, monk.
Yeah, my armor class is 15.
So 2 hits only. 10 damage on the first hit.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
These spiders are vicious. Oh, the second one I rolled pretty low, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well,
How much HP do you have?
15.
Not 17.
She is down.
You go running into these spiders. You grab Ranny, and I'll say that you almost make it back out the door when you just trip and fall and start getting swarmed by spiders and start to fall unconscious.
Randy, just go without me! Just go! Take this down!
No!
Go save Mom and Dad!
Bubba, what would you start to hear this yelling and screaming downstairs? What would you like to do?
Okay, so I would like to open up my backpack and grab my torch and light my torch and then go running down the stairs so I can see. How much more movement would you say I have?
Going down these like tight stairs, I'd say you've probably expended about 10 feet of movement to do it.
Okay. So would you also say that lighting the torch would cost an action?
Probably, yeah. That's a pretty, especially you're taking it out of your bag, you're getting some sort of fluid on there. Definitely an action for that.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know how this is. Okay. So I would also like to start walking towards the middle of the room, and then just before my turn ends, I'm going to action surge. And then I'm going to pull out the oil in my backpack. And then,
Oh boy.
so since that would be an action.
I'll say you probably use some of that oil to do the initial like lighting.
Okay, so if that's the case, I would just kind of like to kind of slosh it like across the /other side of the room. Like in a line, just completely slosh it all over. Away from them, though, and then just torch it.
We'll say it does 2d12 damage, because that's gonna just destroy a bunch of spiders.
Let me get my 12 out. Sorry, hold on.
Sorry, I said the weird one.
A weird dice for a weird idea. It's very fitting and very lovely.
Man, 2d12, that's intense. That's good.
So that'd be 17.
17. Who? That reduces them by a full swarm. You see their little bodies like flipping over, curling, and their legs contracting as this flame begins to heat up and dances along these wooden tables. You see the wooden tables start to get engulfed as well, and the entire room starts to slowly go on fire.
That will end my turn.
Ranny, it is your turn now, actually.
So I'm going to use Firebolt towards the swarm of spiders. 14 plus 5, so 19.
100% hits. Your firebolt blasts into a whole bunch of these spiders.
It looks like 6.
And with the 2 damages together, that actually has taken care of 2 groups of spiders. They're still skittering and swarming all over Chamomile's body.
They're so cute!
As you're unconscious from the spiders, I just love them so much.
Blaine, you see this, and you see the dancing fire coming from down the stairs.
I'm gonna go up to Cammy, and I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders and kind of shake her a little bit and slap her on the face back and forth, nice and light. And I'm gonna yell, "This is why we pack bug spray and we don't snuggle with spiders." I'm doing this. I'm casting Cure Wounds. That is gonna be
Nice.
so that's gonna be 11 points of healing for you.
Cammy, you come to like a person on Fear Factor covered in spiders. And it's the spiders' turn. The spiders sense the danger of the fire and sense what has caused it. They're all going to run, skittering over, beady black eyes focused on Bubba and Ranny. I'm going to say they're going to do 1 attack to each of you. And because you've gotten rid of 2 of the swarms, it's only 2 attacks. So first to Bubba, that's going to be a 12 to hit.
No, sir.
And then going against Ranny, that's going to be a 15 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
10 damage as these guys come skittering up your legs and up your thighs, and you feel piercing little needles as all of them start biting into you. Bubba, you have like some thick boots on that you managed to like step around and stomp on them.
I only had 8 hit points, so I'm down 2.
It just falls on top of
Those
Cammy.
spiders took me out. Oh
No!
They like get her up. I'm like, ah! I should have done something else.
Go limp!
Done.
You land directly beside Cammy, completely unconscious, next to her face.
Oh,
And actually, it is Cammy's turn now.
Alright, well, Cammy's gonna get up. She's gonna start swinging fists at these spiders. And I got a 3.
If you use a key point, use Flurry of Blows, and that lets you make 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action, if you want to.
Alright, yeah. Let me do that. I got a 6 this time.
That one does still miss. The spiders, like, instead of getting hit, swarm around your fist. But you do still get 1 more.
Oh, I got a that one.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You stand up and you start trying to punch spiders, but they all just start, like, skittering around on your arms.
Spider fist, guys!
You've still got movement. You did stand up from
Oh,
prone,
goodness.
so you've got half the normal movement, which I'll round to 20 for you. You don't have to move if you don't want to.
I'm done. I'm done.
Bubba, you see these spiders are swarming around your boots and trying to find their way up your legs. And there's a big fire directly in front of you that's slowly spreading. What would you like to do?
I take the torch that's in my hand and I just try to do a big swooping hit to hit as many of them as I can.
All right, I'm going to say this is a to hit roll. We'll use your strength for that. And if it hits, I will say, because it's not using the oil, this is just going to do a d4 of damage, which is the standard fire damage.
Would you consider that an improvised weapon?
Yeah.
Because I have tavern brawling, so I get advantage with improvised weapons.
Ooh. All right.
So 16 to hit.
That does hit.
So that's going to be 5 total because I get the +4, so 1 + 4 is 5.
Yeah, you get 5 damage to these spiders. You do a big sweep. Bunch of them go crispy. We still have 2 swarms we're dealing with, though.
So I would like to move a little bit closer towards my downed brother, but not close enough where they're going to get an attack of opportunity.
You were standing, like, beside him when you did the oil throwing.
Oh, he's right there? Okay, well then I'm solid.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out.
Ranny, what would you like to... Oh, no, you're down.
yeah, I'm
Can
done.
I get a death saving throw?
So real.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
I rolled a 3.
That's 1 fail. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Well,
Blaine.
Okay, so how far is Ranny from the fire that's happening around him? Around all of us?
About 15 feet away, because Bubba had thrown it in front of him
Okay.
and turned around. Yeah.
And then what about the spiders? Are the spiders on Ranny right now, or are they like near him?
Spiders are still literally everywhere. They're just kind of like more sparse now than they were before.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Ranny by the arm and pull him toward the stairs. And as I pull him, I'm gonna cast my cantrip Spare the Dying to stabilize him.
Amazing.
And as I do that, I'm just shouting at the top of my lungs, "This is why I'm in charge! The rest of you guys just trying to get you!" That's what I got.
All right. You are able to drag him to the stairs, but I'm going to say this will be the spiders doing their attack of opportunity on you.
Rude. Rude of the spiders.
Rude.
I'm ready.
Very rude. I don't think you have to worry. I know you have a high AC, and I rolled an 11 and a 15 to hit.
They did not hit because I stared them down. I willed them away with my sheer intensity.
One spider starts to crawl up your arm, and you give it a dirty look, and it just like jumps off. It's like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, not now, man. I'm in the middle of saving my brother. No respect.
You start dragging him up the stairs. The spider swarm is gonna go. It's their turn now. They're gonna do 2 attacks on Bubba. That's gonna be an 18 and a 16.
My AC is 16, so
Oh, so that's 2 hits?
2 hits.
Okay, hopefully I roll low. Oh, geez.
we're getting beat up by these spiders, guys.
Yeah.
Again.
First one was 10 damage. Second one, though, 6, 7, 8, 10 damage again.
That puts me exactly at 0.
Fuck.
These are some strong spiders.
You see these spiders swarm up. They all congregate like a wave and push you over. Cammy, you're laying on the floor. All of the spiders have run away. You see your brother in front of you get swarmed over by spiders. What would you like to do? Oh, I forgot one thing. I'm so sorry. The spiders are going to take a d4 of damage on their turn because a bunch of them are on fire.
Good.
Bubba, can you roll that for me?
Yes, sure can. Just a straight fire damage. They take 1.
One single spider goes "Bleh," and flips over and it dies. All right, sorry. Cammy, what would you like to do for your turn?
I'm gonna start punching spiders again.
Oh boy.
Get him, Cammy. Good job. Just yeah, lay it down.
You just need to stop punching things.
Did you roll bad again?
7.
You're so focused on snuggling the spiders.
And I think you've used all your key points too. Oh no! Yeah, you go and you run over to try and punch the spiders, but they just start crawling on your arm again.
I'm just one with the spiders, apparently.
Bubba, that's a death save from you, my friend.
Yep. I rolled a 19.
Perfect, that's a save. Blaine, what would you like to do?
Blaine has a shield, and I want to take the shield and like basically use it kind of like how a kid would slide down a hill on a sled, but I just want to try to squash a large area of the spiders and just like flop down on my shield on top of them, like a large area. How would that work? Could I do something like that?
You can. We will say this is using your... I'll say it's a dex save for the spiders
Okay.
instead.
Cool.
And what is your strength?
Well, my strength is 10.
Because we'll say it's like you're using your strength with this shield to squash a bunch of them. They're trying to jump out of the way. One got a 2 + 1 is a 3.
Yes!
And the other one got a 16 + 1 is a 7.
Well,
So we will say
I'll take it.
they'll take half damage for the second hit. So I'm going to double this hit.
Okay.
So for the damage, it's an improvised weapon, so it's going to be a D4. We'll say we add your strength, your strength +0. So we'll say it's a flat D4. It'll do full damage to one part of the swarm and half damage to the other part.
I got a 2.
We got a 2, so 2 to one part of the swarm, 1 to the other part, so they do 3 damage. They're still at 2 swarms, just barely.
Okay.
And you've slid into the room on your shield and crushed a bunch of these spiders.
I looked cool doing it.
Oh, you definitely look cool. Bubba, can you roll fire damage to the spiders?
4.
4. Beautiful. We're down to just 1 swarm, guys. They only have 9 HP
Yay!
left.
All right.
Bunch of the fire starts to encroach on you guys. You can feel the heat dancing on your body. The flames are licking up the sides of the wall. Chamomile.
Well, I'm gonna use my horns this time and ram them. 14.
That does hit. You headbutt and squish a bunch of spiders with your face.
That is amazing.
That's the most scary way to kill a spider. Can you imagine just like a big spider in Australia and you just walk over and you're like, gah!
I'm gonna headbutt that.
I just love the idea that you're staring into its eyes as it goes, because just eye to eye.
Alright, so I got 8 damage.
Holy moly! All of these spiders congregate and you see your moment and you slam your head and squish all but one spider.
Nice. You're next.
The spider just kind of goes, ah! Runs away, crawls up the wall, disappears into a crack.
Wait, is the wall on fire though? Because he would totally go crunchy.
You see him like sizzle and fall off the wall.
Master all spiders.
We are still in initiative because Bubba is doing death saves. Bubba, can you roll your death save on your turn?
18.
We've got 2 successes.
With my 1 HP, run down the stairs and give him the medicine he needs. And it's a straight medicine check?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I rolled a 4, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a +6.
You see that he got a whole bunch of bites on his arms, and there's this weird sort of like black like blood coming out instead of the normal reddish color. He's not looking good. He looks like he's getting kind of pale and sweaty. Blaine.
I'm gonna pick up my shield and take a couple steps away from the fire to stand behind Ranny. And I'm gonna try to not let Ranny see me do this, but I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying to stabilize him, but I'm gonna try to make it look like Ranny was the one who did it. I'm gonna be like, look, man, look, you made a decision, you helped him out. Good job. Look, he's stabilized. You did a solid job, man. See, this is why we make decisions. Good.
He's definitely unconscious, but he's fine now. You see that black blood like kind of dissipates a little bit and turns red and starts flowing normally.
Great
But we're
job.
still in initiative because you guys are all in a room that's on fire.
We should get the heck out of there.
Chamomile.
Chamomile, just like, I don't know, pick him up with your horns or something.
Oh yeah, we have to like drag him. So can we all like jump in and start dragging him up the stairs?
You all just start dragging him as the fire starts to slowly follow you to the bottom of the stairs. As you exit up out of the stairs and onto the grass in a bright sunny day, complete opposite of the horror hell that you guys were just in, you see the door just close behind you.
And as the door closes, I pull out of my pocket the moonstone, and I'm like, guys, we got it. We almost didn't make it.
I'm so proud of us.
Mom and Dad better be thankful.
Blaine just stands in front of all of you, so short, with his hands on his hips, just shakes his head, and is like, this is why I'm in charge. I just have to tell you guys, the amount of times that I've had to save you guys from dying today, unexcusable. We really need to practice. You need to start packing some bug spray in your bug out bags. I'm just not okay with this, you guys. Are you guys crazy? We almost died. Are you crazy?
We still have to save Bubba's still. I mean, he's unconscious, but like we gotta help Bubba still. And I'm only at 1 HP.
Yes, I can lecture him. We need to get him fixed.
Yeah, you turn around, you see Bubba's just slowly sliding down this hill towards the water.
Grab him! Grab him!
Oh no!
He-
Like run down and
I
grab
grab
his
his
arms.
pants.
Ah! Naturally.
Blaine just like tries to jump onto his shield like a sled to try to match everybody's pace.
Bubba, after a few minutes, you come to with 1 HP, but you turn around and you realize the church is on fire.
Blaine for sure
Guys.
tries to make him think that he was responsible. Bubba, dude, we've talked about your fire tendencies, man.
I look over at the church and I just look back at everybody and I'm like, huh, pretty.
Oh, this is not good, guys.
Tammy's gonna try to find like a bucket or something.
You see a bunch of the villagers have gone into panic mode as well. George is just like,
Ah, yes, this reminds me of my ancestors back home.
Good old George.
Is Father Figure still asleep inside?
father figure comes out, he's just covered in soot.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I was having such a good dream, but then the hellfire came.
You should pray some more.
Oh,
That's
man.
probably why.
What have I done wrong? Morning, Lord, tell me.
There, yeah. Spend some quality time with morning. In
Don't worry,
morning.
Father. We'll help you rebuild the church.
Oh, thank you.
Will we? Yeah.
Yes, yes. See, I even know that decision. That's the right thing
Yes.
to do.
That's the right thing, but we kind of have to find our parents first, because you
Oh,
may be
true,
a father
true.
figure,
Well-
but we do have an actual figure who's a father. So we're gonna find
You
them.
guys can have fun rebuilding the church. I'm going to listen to George talk about hell. It's great.
Yes, let me tell you of the tortures that used to happen.
Yes, please. This sounds fun.
George, have you met Go Figure? I feel like you guys would have a lot of good discussions. You should go out for coffee. Build a bond. Father, this is a pigeon who lived on your roof.
Hello?
Oh, a talking pigeon? What? So strange.
As the fellow DM, I'm loving watching somebody else have an entire conversation with themselves. This is making me so happy inside.
All right. Oh, pigeon, tell me more about your life. Who are you?
Oh, well, all of my ancestors came from hell, and then we ring your bell every day.
Oh, you're the ones responsible for the bell ringing? That is quite interesting. I always wondered what happened. I was given the keys by the previous father, but I never perchance had a chance to go up there and explore.
Oh, yeah, we've been coming for decades now to ring your bell for you. It's our favorite part of the day.
This is the weirdest and best meet cute ever. Like this is a rom-com waiting to
Hey,
happen.
Bubba, I'm gonna go talk with Father. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Oh, yes, I'm quite ecstatic to meet this bird.
All right, George. You have fun. Just come back now.
All right, I'll make good decisions. Bye, Master Bubba.
That's my boy.
He goes to hang out with the father figure for a little bit.
My goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's good. Okay.
A sweet old lady walks up to you guys. just appears like right beside you.
Oh my god, where do you come from?
Blaine immediately doesn't trust her.
Hi, dearies.
Let's not tackle this
If
one,
she
guys.
offers you an apple, say no, it's poison.
Well, I don't have. How'd you know what I do?
Wait, you got food, old lady?
Not right now, but I am an apple farmer.
Oh, that's sketch.
Bubba needs to eat. Tank on empty.
All right, well, y'all can come over for a bite to eat if you'd like, but there was a scraggly old guy who asked me to give you this. And she hands you a letter.
Hey, are we supposed to tackle this one too?
Oh, let's read the letter.
Why is this guy making so many friends?
Cammy's gonna take the letter and read it.
It says, "Come to the cemetery, to the crypt after sunset. If you bring or tell anyone, they perish. The key will be in the mouth of the beast."
So that being said, what time of day is it?
Right now it's probably like 2 p.m., so you've got a long
I
time.
would like to take a short rest if possible.
Can we take a long rest? How long is the long rest? It's like,
Let's take a long rest.
yeah, we've got time for a long
Oh,
rest, right?
100%. Do you want to go hang out with the old lady?
No.
Would love to hang out with the old lady and have some apples. Bubba's hungry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blaine will observe to make sure she doesn't poison everybody.
You go over and hang out with the old lady. She recognizes that there was a big disaster in the town, and she's just a kind old woman. You recognize her. Her name is Florence. She lets you guys have some apple, and she makes you some tea, and you guys get a nice, relaxing, long rest in. You take a little nap at her house, too.
Right.
All right. I'm feeling very long rested, like I'm at 8 HP.
Blaine slept with his eyes open, so he was very happy.
When you guys wake up, Florence has passed out on the couch, just peacefully. Cute little old lady just having a sleep on the couch. And you see that the moon has risen and the night has come. There's a chilly wind. The trees are moving. The vibe from the day before has gone and night has come.
Well, should we head over to the cemetery and
Yep, let's go.
open the mouth of
Do
the
it,
beast?
guys. We gotta save our parents.
Are we just going to leave Florence here? Like, what if somebody comes in and poison her? What if she follows us? Should we
She
tie her up?
seems like an able young lady.
She's so sweet.
Hmm.
She made it this far. She can make it. She's good.
Florence, just in her sleep, goes, "Oh, tea and crumpets. Oh."
That's so suspicious.
I walk up to Blaine and just grab his face, and I'm just like, Mama now.
Fine, let's go.
And then I just pick him up by his head, and we just walk out the door.
Blaine's just so accustomed to this. He just like he just goes dead weight, and he just like enjoys this. It's almost like a neck massage at this point.
You guys head over to the cemetery. The cemetery, there's a large path in the middle leading up to a large crypt, and on either side there are a bunch of different gravestones. Some are a bit more elegant than others. So some are just a gravestone, some have like a statue on top of them or something.
Can I roll for perception at the entrance
Of
of
course.
the crypt?
Yeah, everybody roll perception.
I got a nat 1.
Got an 8.
An 11.
15.
With a nat 1, you get distracted by the first gravestone that you see. You just see the name is Seymour Butts on it, and you think it's a little funny to yourself. So you start to get distracted by it. With a 15, as you're looking around, that there is a statue of a Pomeranian dog that's got its mouth open, and it looks really happy. It's a little dog going, huh, but it's a statue of it.
Okay. I walk up to it and I try to touch its tongue with my finger because we have to do something with the mouth of the beast.
The second you put your hand near its mouth, you see there's a little key and a note in its mouth.
So I pull it out and I read the note.
Insert the stones and your parents will be fine.
Oh, this sounds easy enough. Hey guys, this seems like an easy decision, but you know how I am with decisions. Should I put the stones in the mouth?
Yes.
But that's a chihuahua.
Just put the stones in the mouth.
I don't know. Randy panics and then just drops the stones and sits down. I was like, I don't know.
Cammy's gonna catch the stones.
Alright, you easily catch those stones before they fall.
Alright. Guys, what do you think will happen if we put them in here, though?
Randy is now impatient and snatches the stones back from Cammy and just shoves them in.
What, are you crazy?
When you put the stones in its mouth, it just looks like a Pomeranian dog.
Oh, right, because the key opens the thing. Okay, so I take the stones back, put them in my pocket again, and as if oh, that was not a big deal, ha 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 ha, and walk up with the key, and I walk down the path a bit further to the crypt, and I've got the key in my hand, kind of waving it around. Okay, this is now the decision. I think this is the thing. Should we open it?
No, wait. Can I do a religion check on this crypt? Because if those two stones came from the Church of the Morning Lord, and it's a sunstone and a moonstone, is there like some sort of like a religious situation that's going to happen?
Yeah, you can do either history or religion, and I'll give you different information depending on which you choose.
Okay, so I'm going to do religion, and I got a 14.
You know that the Morning Lord is all about like growth and crops and dawn and life. You had heard something about the Night Lord, and the Night Lord you knew was a beautiful, depicted as a beautiful woman, which was that statue that you saw in the basement. The people who worshipped the Night Lord left a long time ago. That's why that place that you were in was abandoned and locked and sealed away. As for what that has to do with the crypt, you have no idea.
Is there anything that looks like any kind of descriptor on the exterior of the crypt? Like, does it have a name or?
Yeah, this crypt, you've never known it to be opened. Give me investigation checks as you're looking at the crypt itself.
10.
17.
15.
14.
With a 17, there's all sorts of like weird designs, sort of like a dark black on the stone. And you do see some depictions of the sun and the moon mixed throughout this crypt. Throughout your entire stay in Hillhome, you've never known this crypt to be opened or what it was for or anything like that. Generally, people don't come out here too much. But you do see evidence of both the sun and the moon on the crypt. As you guys are standing there, trying to look at this building, you see a light from down the path from where you came, and it's kind of like bobbing towards you.
Quick, open the door. We can hide inside if they're bad.
So are we able to like open the door to the crypt?
Yeah, you turn the key into the door of the crypt, and you hear like a crunching stone sound, and the door begins to slide inwards, allowing you inside.
Right, inside.
Rennie definitely runs inside to hide from this light.
Blaine follows him.
Cammy pushes Bubba.
It's dark!
You guys go inside, and as you go to close the door, you do see Tracy Wiggletoe. She's got a little shoulder piece that she's cast light on, so she's got like a shoulder mounted light. Oh yeah, what are your kids going up to, eh? What are you gonna do in there? And then the door just closes in her face.
Why is she here? Did she do something with this? I knew she was up to no good, you guys. You never trust a guard. Never trust a guard named Wiggletoes.
You all take a look around this crypt. You hear Tracy kind of like call out to you for a little bit, but then she falls silent because you have the only key to the crypt and there's no way she can get inside. It's a perfectly sealed building. When you turn and look around, you do see there's a little altar in the center of the room, and there is a place to insert a sunstone and a moonstone.
So Rainey now sees that, oh, that's where they go, and this seems like a very straightforward like decision. So he takes them both out, one in each hand, slowly walks up, and basically hesitates for just a second, and then before he can change his mind, he shoves them both in the spots that they go.
Oh, I think you're crazy.
The second you do that, there's a flash of green light that goes whoosh from the stones.
Oh boy.
And there's a moment of pinprick silence, and then you start to hear ghastly wails. The walls to the crypt all simultaneously crack. You see all of the like crypts on the sides of the wall crack as well, and then the entire building explodes outwards. Just stone goes flying throughout the air. You are left cowering in the middle of this exploded crypt. The sun and moonstone, you see they crack and the entire altar crumbles to dust in front of you.
What just happened?
Is he okay?
Bubba turns to look to see if Wiggletoe's okay.
Bubba did it.
Tracy goes, "What just happened, eh? Are you kids okay? What's going on? What was that explosion all about? What was the sounds that I just heard?"
Sorry, Bubba, break things
What
again.
explosion? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Blaine, you can't just gaslight Tracy.
What? It's only gaslighting if you call it gaslighting. The rest of the time it's just called talking.
You didn't break anything. What are you talking about?
Do you know about this, Tracy? What do you know that we don't?
I gotta thank you kids for doing what you did.
Oh my god.
No. You're behind this?
I knew she wasn't Canadian. I knew it.
Tracy, what a name. That's not me. And you see, in a blink of an eye, black hair just starts to fall down in like a straggly, sort of like old man way. The skin starts to sag. The
Ooh.
clothes
Oh.
slop off, and there's this black robe underneath. The skin goes sallow and pale. He goes, I'm not Tracy, I'm the Crypt Keeper. And you see behind him 2 shadowy figures.
Are those our parents?
It was our parents.
They're not your parents
Ah.
anymore, kid. Nah. They're my parents now. I stole your parents.
Are you an orphan too?
Yeah, I mean, like we've got an extra room. If I don't really like other people, but we have an extra room if you're an orphan too. It's kind of our thing.
Were those the shadow of our parents? Is that
Well, he just admitted that they were. They do look kind of like nondescript, horrendous blobs right now. But he admitted that they were your parents.
the moment you admit that that's our parents? Bubba charges you.
All right, let's roll initiative then.
All right. 11.
17.
14.
7.
Cammy, you're killing initiative today.
Apparently, and I'm not killing anything.
Although you did smash the sweaters with your head at the end there. That was good.
Yeah.
Bubba goes to charge. Cammy, you see him a step ahead of you, and you immediately begin to react. We'll say that the Crypt Keeper is about 20 feet ahead of you right now. So, Cammy, you get to go first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna shout at him and be like, "Give me our parents back!" And I'm gonna
Nah. Can't do
I'm gonna
that.
put my head down and I'm gonna ram them. 18.
That does hit.
7.
You go running forward and just slam this guy in the chest with your head. You feel like bones crack under the weight of it, and you just get this stench of decay.
Oh.
And he looks down at you and he goes, "Well, now, child, that was not very nice. Now,
You need some cologne, dude.
I'm sensing some competition here.
You're gonna give us our parents back, or else."
Yeah, we'll see about that. Hey, mom and pops, why don't you show them what you got?" And you see the shadows silently slip away from the Crypt Keeper. One's going to go for Blaine and one's going to go for Bubba. Bubba, as this shadow comes up to you, you recognize deep in the shadows the face of your mom. And she reaches out what would normally be a gentle hand, but has turned into this gnarled, clawed, shadowy hand to try and grab onto your shoulder. She gets an 18 to hit.
Yep. Hit.
She grabs your shoulder and you feel just weakness enter your body as she begins to start draining some of your energy. She does 10 damage to you. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw when that happens?
18.
All right, good. You manage to get her hand off of you before any sort of semi-permanent effects happen to you. Going for Blaine as well. Your father reaches out to try and grab you. He only gets a 13.
Does not hit. Blaine dodges out of the way.
You're very used to dodging out of the way of your parents trying to hug you. So he comes in for the same sort of big dad hug, and you're just, no! Instant.
Not today, old man. Not today.
Bubba, it's your turn.
I go in for the grapple on mom.
Roll your grapple.
Trying to figure out what my plus is. I'm trying to get to the screen here.
I'll be honest here. Your hands, no matter what you roll, as you reach out to try and
It's gotta
grab,
go through.
they just pass through her body.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, and when you do that, you see in the shadow sort of an evil smile. Just a little bit of a laugh.
All right. So for my
Anything else you want to do, Bubba?
Yep. Knowing that now, just let me get over to. I am going to use Second Wind, and I can regain 1d10 plus 2 hit points.
You take a big shaky breath when you can't hug your mom.
Yeah, but while I'm sobbing severely.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna regain 8 hit points and then hang out.
Chamomile, you see this guy's head has your head has crashed into his rib cage. You look up at him, he taunts you, and you see him go shing, and he pulls out a dagger. The dagger is curved, and it's got a black onyx blade. And he goes to try and stab you with it. He goes like to stab and then slash at you. The first one is going to be a 19, and the second one is going to be a 5.
All right, 19 hits.
No.
He only does 3 damage to you as he slashes you on the arm. Well, now, why don't you stay a little more still?
Seems Spider's stronger than you.
Were they a swarm? Swarms can get quite nasty.
Yes, they were. It was terrible.
Yeah, why do you think I sent you in there instead of myself?
Smart.
Ready.
So I have a spell called Protection from Evil and Good.
Ooh.
It's meant to use, like, I touch somebody else. I cannot use it on myself, right?
Do you touch yourself?
Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but I will touch myself. Then,
Touch yourself, but not in a hot way.
but not in a hot way. I will touch myself in a non-hot way to give myself protection.
Yeah, you do. You're just concentrating on it. So if you take damage,
Yeah.
you have to roll if you can still keep it up.
Okay.
Cammy, you just got slashed by a knife.
Wait, do I get a turn?
Yeah, I didn't hurt that much.
Oh, did I skip Blaine?
I have a whole plan.
Oh, sorry, Blaine, you're right at the bottom. My bad.
That's okay. It's because I'm so short. It's
My
understandable.
bad, Blaine. I almost missed you.
I know.
Yeah, Blaine, you get to
That's
know next. My bad.
intentional. I'm easily missable. All right, wait. Are we ready for this?
We're ready.
Okay. So, our parents are undead, but the guy's not, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna do a bonus action of Divine Favor. So I'm gonna cast Divine Favor. So I pray as a paladin, and since I worship the potential for certain doom, I'm just gonna pray like to the sky. One day you're gonna fall, and I'm gonna be right there telling everybody that I knew the sky was falling, and that's gonna be his prayer. And so until the spell ends, which is up to a minute, it does take concentration. My weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit.
Heck yeah, they do.
And so I'm going to take my quarterstaff. I'm going to be okay with attacking my dad because I feel like he would totally understand because he's kind of trained me for this. And part of Blaine still thinks that this is totally a setup and a test and a fake thing. So he's going to take the quarterstaff and attack his dad. Ooh, that's an 8 to hit.
You go to take a swipe at him, and he like just sucks his shadowy tummy in, and your quarterstaff goes flying right in front of him. And you see that chilling laugh come from your dad as well.
I see you, old man. I see you. Okay.
All right. Do you want to do any movement for your turn?
I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at right now.
All right, Cammy. You got a knife blood wound. It hurts.
Gross.
This guy's creepy. He smells bad,
Yep.
which is also just makes him creepier. Up close, you see he really needs a dental hygienist.
Man, you got some bad teeth there. I think I'm gonna use my fist and punch you right in the teeth.
Hey, now that's just a little bit uncalled for.
14.
14 does hit.
Sweet. 8.
8 damage. You punch this guy in the face. And you see this one of his front teeth falls out. So he looks even more skullish with it missing. Well, now, do you know how much I paid to have that prosthetic put in, you little brat?
We're getting to him, guys. We're getting to him.
Can I take a bonus action
Yes, you can.
and take the tooth and shove it in his eyeball?
I will let you do it if you use a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes. So this would be considered your flurry of blows, but you like put the tooth in your knuckle like it's a brass knuckle.
Yeah.
Tooth knuckles.
Alright, I got 14 again.
That hits.
4.
4 more damage. Okay. And you get one more attack with that.
I got 17 plus.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then another 4.
Another 4.
Nice!
Yeah, you you brass knuckle this guy, and when you move your hand away, the tooth is sticking out of his eye, which is just like gooping down his face. And he goes, "Ow! Ah, jeez, fucking Christ! What the fuck?" Like, he starts losing his mind a little bit. He pulls it out of his eye, he throws it on the ground. You hear it clink on the stone. And he goes, I'm gonna cook your corpse. I'm gonna make you bear food. I'm gonna cut off your feet and feed them to a guy that doesn't like feet."
Guys, we really did get to him. He's got to be close.
yelling about fate. It's real now.
You can try, you little punk.
The specters are both going to go again. Your parents, your mom reaches out to attack and definitely misses. That's a 4 on the dice. But the dad got a dirty 20 to hit, which I'm assuming does hit Blaine.
Yes, it does.
This is necrotic damage, by the way,
Fine.
if that matters for you guys. So this is going to be... Oh, no, it's just 14 damage. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw as your dad reaches out and grabs you and you start to feel a weak drain on your body?
I got a 21.
You don't get any semi-permanent effects from this, but can you roll me a Constitution saving throw this time to see if you maintain your concentration on your spell?
Yes. I got a 19.
Perfect. Your divine favor is still on. Your quarterstaff is still glowing a bit.
Wait. Gotta try harder than that, Pops.
Your mom takes a swipe at you, and you manage to move out of the way. You hear them both go, Bubba.
I look over at the creepy guy with, one eye. I feel my eyes just glaze over, and I just look at him. I was like, you son of a bitch. And then I just beeline right towards him.
Attack of opportunity there from mom. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, man. How much HP do you have right now? Because you took a hit before, right?
18.
12 damage. She rakes some shadowy fingers across your back. You feel a stinging sensation and a weakening effect on your body.
Well, it's a 17 before I add my modifier, so.
No effects. You guys are getting real lucky there.
Okay, so I walk up to him, and I just load my fist back in a haymaker position, and I just try to lay one on him as hard as I can. 23.
Yeah, that hits. Well, now look at this big boy coming over here. Butt fart trying to attack me.
So that's going to be 7 damage. And then because of my ability of Tavern Brawler, I can grapple him as a bonus.
Got it. Okay, so he's gonna roll athletics to try and dodge you. He got a nat 20. You might still be able to beat it depending on your scores, but he's got a 22.
Yeah, no.
He rolled really...
I rolled...
Yeah. When you punch him, it causes him to, do that cool movie slide back where he, skids on his feet. And when you try and grab him, you just get, a bit of his black cloth from his cloak, which rips off in your hand. He is going to look at Bubba, and he's going to run up to you and reach out with his free hand. And he's going to try and grab you right on the face. And as he does this, you see all of his fingertips start to glow green. And he says, "Your parents fucked me up long ago, boy. Time I return the favor." And he is going to try and cast Inflict Wounds on you. He gets a 17.
That hits.
This is going to be 3d10 necrotic damage.
Cool.
I
think you had 3
This is
HP
strong.
left, right?
I have 6 HP.
Oh, okay.
I rolled 4.
Wow.
I have 2 hit points left.
I can't believe you survived.
I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2. What? What? That should... What? Okay. You feel this sizzling sound on your face as he does this, and you pull away, and you see black smoke coming off of where the fingerprints had touched you, and he shakes his hand away, and you see parts of your flesh were stuck on his fingertips that he drops.
I look at him real quick, and I'm like, joke's on you, there's nothing up there.
Yeah, I know.
Ouch.
Randy.
Are we getting the sense that he is close to death, or is he still feeling pretty good?
He's very close. His nose is broken. His eye is gouged out. He's missing a front tooth.
Okay.
His ribs are cracked.
Well, I think I'm going to cast Firebolt. So 24. Yeah, so it'll be 24 with the modifier. 9.
Nice.
Wow. He had 3 HP.
All right.
Tell me, how do you kill the Crypt Keeper?
Getting our butts kicked earlier by spiders, the whole crypt exploding, the mom and dad are these ghost things. Randy is just really over it, and he just, all right then, this is the final decision, and casts Firebolt, and as it leaves his hands, flies across, it just hits him right in the chest.
You see it smacks him in the chest and just explodes across his body. You see his chest concaves in with the force of this, and the fire enters into him, and you see it explodes out of his mouth and eyes. His remaining eye pops. And he just like stands for a second, stumbles back a step, and then falls flat on his back. When he does this, you see there was a little necklace underneath his robes. His like robe comes open, and the necklace, which is glowing a green color, cracks, and the light fades. And you see the two shadows go and get sucked into the cemetery, and they just into the ground. And from the ground, you hear, hello? Can anyone help us?
Is that Mom?
Hello?
Oh, hello, we're
Dad.
help us get out of here.
I go running over to wherever the sound is.
Me too.
Cammy.
Yeah, same.
There is a recently dug up grave under a gravestone that says Sukondis. And there's a shovel right there.
I just use my hands and just start pulling up heaps of dirt.
Randy grabs a shovel and is trying to dig far enough to where he doesn't get caught up in the digging of Bubba.
Blaine's gonna supervise a lot.
Cammy's just gonna like use her head to like scoop out their horns and scoop the dirt.
It takes you the better part of the night to dig them out. The sun begins to rise when you hear the thump of wood, and you open up these coffins that are under the ground, and your parents come out of it. Your mom immediately goes and gives Bubba a big hug and starts giving all of you big hugs. She goes over and she's not even thinking about it. She goes to give Blaine a big hug as well. Do you let her?
I do. I hug her back, and then as soon as she releases, I immediately just like stand at attention and like try to start giving my report. Like I was in charge, except for when the church burnt down. That was Bubba was in charge for that one. I wasn't in charge for that one. But we rescued you. I was in charge for that one.
I'm quite proud of you all. Me and your father got up to quite the amount of shenanigans when we were kids. You don't think we burned down a church or two?
You burned down more than one church?
We were adventurers. We were living the life. I'm glad that you all have been able to experience the same amount of life. And Blaine, I know you have a lot of distrust in your heart. That will do well when you go explore dungeons. I promise.
Blaine turns around to like scan the environment, and he wipes a tear from his eyes where his mom can't see it.
Bubba's just openly sobbing while holding his mother.
And Cammy says, "This is why we always eat our eggs and toast."
We should probably go home and do that.
You're not gonna make me choose again, are you?
It's fun when I do that. It's fun. I'm sorry.
While we're following Mom out, Bubba walks over towards the burnt up corpse, and he's like, "Everybody look away for a minute." And then he starts peeing on it.
Blaine totally stares the whole time.
Your dad comes and stands beside you, and he just joins you in peeing on it, and he's like, "Hey, Crypt Keeper, this is one of the first bad guys I took down. We threw him in jail." Yep.
Randy goes over. He's not gonna pee on the corpse, but he's definitely gonna look approvingly upon he wishes he could. He's like, I want to join the party, but it's just he can't decide to do that.
Blaine wants to do it too, but Blaine doesn't have to pee.
Come on, nobody will judge you. It's okay.
Cammy's gonna take his eyeball that popped out and shove it up his butt.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You realize to do that you have to get in the pee streams.
You can wait until they're done.
Yeah. I'll wait.
Just be patient.
You wait, flip them over, and you eyeball in the butt.
Give him a slap on the butt.
Oh,
Get it!
Good game, bud.
As you guys are walking home, the sun is bright in the sky. The green grass is shifting in the breeze. You see the multitude of hills lying before you, and your house perched at the top of one of them. And Blaine, you hear a weird little cracking sound and a small thump beside you.
He feels the piece of glass already attached to his hip, and he looks and he's like, anybody else?
I don't know what you're
Hear
talking
that?
about.
Anybody?
I didn't say anything.
You guys. And he looks up and he tries to see if the sky is falling.
You could swear that you see, like, one part of the sky that looks like a tiny little dot. It's very strange. It's kind of like looking at a phone with a pixel missing.
He he looks up and he does this little prayer. He's just like, nothing is certain. We are ready for certain doom. And then he looks around on the ground for like whatever just fell and like tries to find it and pocket it.
You find a little glass shard with a piece of cloud on it. And that is where we will end the session.
This guy is falling!
Blaine was right.
Blaine
The DM's always right.
Thank you everyone for watching this special episode of Mystical Everyday Dumpstat, a collab with the fantastic podcast Mystical Everyday Heroes. Thank you again for giving me the chance to DM for you, and I hope to work with all of you again in the future. If you enjoy the Dumpstat and all its crazy shenanigans, make sure you go and check out their podcast as well. Their group of everyday heroes just posted their 18th episode, and I'm already halfway through it. We stream our Valbro campaign live on Twitch on the first Wednesday of every month, so make sure to follow my Twitch channel, Dragon_Teacup, to watch those, as well as occasional other D&D content or hang out while I play some games. We do have special channel redeems where you can grant the players magic items, name NPCs, give them players inspiration, influencing the campaign in strange and mysterious ways. We also have a project on the horizon called Oops Only, where we should have an update probably within the next month. We appreciate definitely if you share around with family and friends. You can follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Coming up on April 25th, I'll be doing a one-shot from One Shot Wonders, and Corey, who played Bubba tonight, will be back for it. Valbro was on break this month as Tyler was cast in The Play That Goes Wrong from April 10th to the 26th at the Whitby Courthouse Theater. I got a chance to see the show, and it was fantastic. We are back in Valbro on May 7th to see why David has a sexy ghost in a bottle. Deflina has 2 dates planned, April 30th and May 10th. Time to fight the Emerald Dragon Venomous, and finally track down Buster Scrubs. If you like the style of D&D we do and want to get more involved, make sure to ask for the Discord and the stream chat. We are more than welcoming to newcomers and have a little community growing on there. And don't forget to stay dumpy. There's one time when I was a lot younger, I was drinking a can of Crush, and a wasp chased me onto a bus, and I was so scared I gave my can of Crush to a stranger on the bus, freaked out and punched the wasp, and it fell to the ground, and I took my shoe off and squished it. Terrified of bees, guys. This is exactly what I imagined. This is like...
That gives
Hold my
such a
crush.
new meaning to hold my beer.
Hold my
Like, could you
crush.
even imagine being
Boom!
that
Punches a
stranger?
wasp out of the air.
Just having come in, thrust. Yeah.
Alrighty.